Hello, hello, hello. Okay. I had a little bit of technical hiccup right there, but hopefully that is all sorted out. So let us pop over to the Edith Finch screen and I'll turn on the volume so you can hear this beautiful music as it sets the tone. So I guess for today, it is looking for a game to capture, but there it is. Okay, great. The goal, I guess, before everything else, is to finish Edith Finch. And once we do finish this, I'm gonna take an hour to 2 hour break, and most likely the next game that we're gonna start is, well, I don't know. I am very good at changing my mind on the very last minute, so I don't know yet. But all I can tell you is I have not set up the captures for whatever that is, so it could very much change in the last minute. But we will resume in the slightly later afternoon with the new game for a few more hours, and then hopefully either finishing it up tomorrow or finish it up by Tuesday so we can get started with Witcher 3 next weekend. I know I had mentioned that I was going to start playing Witcher 3 this weekend, but I read online that they have an next-gen update for Witcher 3, and it's gonna be, I think if I were to play right now, I might, based on some research that I saw online, I might be doing mods and stuff like that. But with the next gen update, a lot of the mods might not, like the scripting won't work anymore, and so I feel like I might as well just wait until the update is through and then see what's needed on the other side. So, Edith Finch, where were we last game? We had just finished the story of Walter, and that hit really hard, actually. I was just, going back to my VODs and double checking, but I think my voice, I was probably on the brink of tears with Walter. I didn't think I was crying, but I definitely probably was more emotionally impacted by his story more than anyone else. So, I can't wait to figure out the story of Sam, Sven. I guess Sven we've kind of met, right? Edie and Sven were siblings, and Edie was the grandmother of Edith, who's the protagonist going through the story, who we're playing as, even though at the very beginning, we were clearly not Edith, like we're reading into the journal of Edith. And we've learned that Edith is pregnant as, this whole narrative was unfolding. So yeah, let us get started. So we were just walking through the
But
family
looking
cemetery.
back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing,
Right, this is where we left off.
I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
And that's when I sort of suspect that because right now we're trying to see the story through Edith's journal. So as we go through the story and we hear I references, that's Edith. but at the very beginning of the game, the person that we actually play as, like the person who's reading Edith's journal, is most likely Edith's son or daughter. So let's see. Can we try not to let the girl fall? Alright, let's go. So we explored most of the house that are, I guess, in a way, the original structure. We did discover that there were some there's a ladder. That there were some additional rooms built on top of the original house.
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common.
That were added on, like Howl Moving's Castle style, which I love. So Grandpa Sam, our mom was Dawn, and then Sam, and then Edie. Okay. Grandpa Sam. Let's see what's going on.
They were both pretty intense.
Ooh, what does that mean? A lot of hunting. That's definitely fertile. So I wonder if... I'm trying to remember earlier on, was Sven the one who gave Sam the camera? And the photo developing alleyway that we found within the house was probably Sam's. Yeah. Wow. Taxidermy. That's Sam. Okay. So I've realized that we're not going to open these things immediately because that launches us into the story. I'd like to just admire the room for a little bit. So Sam, was he the twin brother of Calvin? Let's look. Yeah, so Calvin was the one who was very interested in space exploration, and he passed by very poetically flying. Sam
spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
He was in Marines. Ooh, Purple Heart. Wow, okay. To be honest, I'm not very well versed in the different metals, but okay, so we're not quite leaving yet, but I'm curious to know. As Finch. Radio. Interesting. So I wonder, we will figure out where the radio leads in the next room, potentially. He was married to... no idea. But his wife was the one who has the pink bathroom, I think.
Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it. I wonder if it was because of the death of Barbara and then the death of his twin brother Calvin as well. Because remember back in Calvin's cutscene, Sam had mentioned that he made he vowed with Calvin, both of them, that they will never be afraid again. I wish I can turn the light on. Can I? An option? No. Taxidermy. Ooh, that's a very interesting position to keep a cat. What's that? Various pendants. K. K is the married? Or yeah, I don't know who K is then. Interesting. I'd like to learn about K. I love these lights that I have. The stained glass. Alright. Let's see. Let's open this up. Oh, wait. Oh, colored photos.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Am I gonna have to shoot anything?
It's a hunting trip, Dawn. Shooting is strongly encouraged. Not quite.
What are we looking for?
Shouldn't we be leaving?
Just want to get a shot of you, Dawn, then we can take off.
I'm over here, Dad.
Trying to find you, girl. Can I see you back there? Oh wait, I can zoom. Oh, this game is so clever.
Perfect.
That's what Dawn
It's gonna
looks
rain the
like.
whole weekend, isn't it?
Star.
Please just take the damn picture.
Hey, language.
I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit. Okay, got it.
Oh.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are.
You're right, Dad. It's starting to clear up. Still freezing, though.
That's so cool. There's the campfire, balancing stones. My goodness. What exactly are we looking for now? Is it down here? No. The one.
Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee.
Dad.
Hold still while I take a picture of you.
I definitely won't be moving.
Are you done yet?
Does it sound... Hey!
That's a keeper.
Nothing quite like being outside. I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Dawn. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Dawn, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years.
So pretty. Where's Dad again?
Dad!
Ooh,
Good
bird.
eyes, Dawn.
Also, a deer. Oh, that is so cool.
Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of you.
Alright, where's the girl? Is she down? Nope. Let's see now.
Dad, I...
Just breathe. Turn
It's
off your
okay.
imagination. Focus on your target.
Oh, the bonding moment.
Let me get behind you.
Do I have to do this?
Dawn, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you'll need to be strong. Great shot, Dawn!
Oh, she's crying.
I'm proud of you, Dawn. Always remember that, okay?
Wait, how do I get up there? Oh.
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally
so-
normal, Dawn. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about...
That's how he died.
Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
So this is Eddie's son. Sam. Oh, look at him and Dawn. That's adorable. And that must be Eddie and a growing Sam. And Calvin in his spacesuit with Sam the army. Oh my gosh. Are those toilet plungers? Oh no. They're like the little shooting gun things. And Calvin and Sam, the swings. Eddie has so much heart, I think. Edie has so much heart in putting together these little shrines, memorials. Do we get to learn Kay's story, really? I would like to know. No, it doesn't seem that way. There's a perfume lady. Airline ticket. Kay Finch. We don't know where she go. Where did she go? Okay. I think the next step is very clear in that we go through that little pocket door over here. Alright. Oh, this is the attic. Let's follow the line. So this is the radio. I don't really... I just wanted to look back on the radio. Okay, here we go. The radio line is going through here. What is this? It's a vent, okay? This is just vents. Radio line. Meal ready to eat. Has he lived in the war for a very long time? Why would he have so much MREs?
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
Yeah. Edie lost both of her sons. And Dawn lost her father. I guess Sven's story really isn't spelled out then. This is things, drawing pads, Finch. What does it say? Finch control. This seems like a Calvin thing. Try the whole space station exploration concept with a tank from for Sam. Maybe. What's this? Gregory. Are these the babies? Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Hi, Tangerine. Welcome. It is full of feelings. I had to stop the last time that I played it on Tuesday. So we only just discovered Sam's story, and I think the baby, I don't know if the children one are gonna be really tough for me, but Walter has been the one that hit me the hardest so far. Oh. I think so. We're just walking into, I think, Gregory's little den. So I think this might be the baby one. I don't know. Perhaps. You can see the old house out there too. Goodness. A few of them had you nearly crying. I'm sure Walter definitely got me close, I think. And then Calvin's the one with the swing gave me serious shivers. Walter was the bunker one. The man who, I guess the boy who was quote unquote saved by Barbara. And then, yeah, his was really rough. Baby Gregory. I'm gonna enjoy the eye candy first before I get into the stories. But this is cute. The little frog lily pads. Oh, I love that. That's adorable. Baby bubble Hansa. Oh really? The baby one was such a big hit at the feelings. Okay. Well, I have a tub of ice cream in my freezer that I got specifically for this purpose, so I'd like to think I'm ready, but we never know, right? So, oh gosh. These are, I don't know if you went to the school in the States or somewhere else, but like these posters, things along these lines are so sort of common in middle school classrooms. All right. I think I'm ready. Let's go. What is this? Divorce contract. Sam and Kay. Oh gosh. Okay, we're gonna read this, so bear with me. In the marriage of Kay and Sam divorce contract, the lawsuit was filed against Sam. 20 calendar days, summon. This might just be straight up divorce document. Is it anything more accusatory than that? Let's see. Oh, I didn't mean to put it back.
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it.
Are we the baby?
I think he saw things the rest of us don't.
Why is the sound like that? Froggy Frog. Oh, we're the
Send it over,
frog.
Gregory. It's time to. Hold on, sweetie. Hello? Sam, I told you I don't want to talk right now.
I wonder what he saw.
So we go. Oh, do I need to get up onto the whale at somehow first? Oh. Oh, I see what you mean. Okay, so there's a bounce.
I know how silly it sounds.
Thank you.
But I worried about a baby being too heavy.
Bubbles! Wait. Oh,
I
heck
could feel
yeah.
him slipping away.
Sorry about that, Gregory.
I know you did everything you could. Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
What happened?
Damn it. Hold on, I don't want Gregory to hear this.
Oh no. Is it a bubble? Oh no. Okay.
I wish he could have told us about the world he saw.
Oh no. Oh no.
There's so much I don't understand about Gregory, about everything. I know what happened wasn't your fault.
Yeah, you can't. It's hard to stay married.
I'm sure he's happy. And he'd want you to be happy too. Good luck, Kay. Love, Sam.
'76, '77. He was 1 year old. Maybe not even one. Okay. I'm okay. I'm not crying yet. Not yet. But once I start sobbing ugly, I will go for the ice cream. I would be happy to share some with you if I could. What's your favorite flavor of ice cream? Gregory. You like caramel? Caramel's a good flavor. The little tub that I have in the fridge is Rocky Road, so that's gonna be delicious once I get there. I feel like Edie, the grandmother, it has just so much heart. Yes, it is. It's kind of like, let me see. I need to Rocky Road. It's a chocolate flavored ice cream. The one that I usually get is like, it has additional stuff in it.
It has like nuts or marshmallow swirls and things like that. Yeah. It's just I like plain flavors too, like just, you know, nothing mixed in, but Rocky Road is, you know, when you get all the different textures and stuff like that, it's fun and interesting. Rocky Road protein powder. That sounds like it would be yummy. So it used to be Gregory, Dawn, and Gus. They shared a room. Wow. Okay. Oh boy. That's the kite. Okay. I thought it's another one of those like roped off exhibition rope again. What's this? Emergency evacuation plan. The kite one. No, not yet. I haven't done Gus yet. I assume he is the kite one. But I am just doing eye candies as much as I can before. So, no playing outside without permission, no answering doors for strangers, no messes after dark, all chores before dark, respect others, and they each have their own light. I like the fact that Gregory has his own light. And they have their own lockers. Interesting. It's kind of like boarding school style, I suppose. Yes, there's a lot of books. Is it like a shared library? It must be shared. There's a climbing wall. That's very neat. Can I climb? I can.
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died.
Okay. We don't want
At
to
the
jump
time,
that story
it was
yet.
as far away as she could get.
Surprisingly, the baby story isn't too bad. I don't cry easily.
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet...
But I think Gus is gonna be a little harder. For me, it's like the death of someone who, you know, if they have lived a life. I feel like for me, it's one of those people who, like, you know, if they die in their teenage to like maybe 40s and 50s, like where Walter was, like those deaths are the hardest for me, because it's like, well, you know, they have a personality, they've developed their own story, and they have their trajectory, and then they suddenly passes away. Yeah, for sure. But let's see. Gus. So Gus, ooh, he seems like an interesting guy. I am pregnant. Okay. Gus, 1969 to 82. So he was, can I do math? 13. Wow, that took me long enough. Kites. Are those... What is that? Sculpt. Oh, so it's like hairspray. Did I do the fish story? Not yet, I think. I am not sure. Let me think about this. So I knew Molly was the first story that we ran into. Barbara is the horror. Oh, Barbara was tragic, but I think the fact that it was told through a comic made it easier. Calvin, yeah, I don't think we had. I don't think we've talked about the fish story yet, so. Right. Gus. A poem for Gus.
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard.
Okay. This is so cool. Okay. Can I do this? I think I need to learn how to fly sideways, down.
My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart.
Oh no, what happened?
I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, we don't need a stepmom were the words that I
now
remember.
pronounce you husband and wife.
Oh, so Sam remarried. That's the family cemetery. Was I supposed to crash my kite somewhere, perhaps? Oh, what is this?
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger.
Oh no.
The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent.
Okay. So Gus was still outside during all of this. Oh, down there, down there, down there. Ah.
The rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made.
Oh no.
Thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder." I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't, until we found you.
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
So they used Lewis, they used Milton, and then I guess Edith, they named her after Edie, but otherwise they were gonna name him after Gus. It's very poetic, I guess, in that regard, because it's like, you know, the weather and the sea, all the anger that Gus has, and then the fact that the tent morphed into a kite. Oh my gosh, this game is beautiful. So I guess we are supposed to go upstairs and climb it up. Poor Edith. Oh, the upper body strength. You got this, girl. Yeah. This game is so cathartic. You get to experience so many emotions, for sure. Even emotions that I don't have a name for, you know? So this is Dawn. Definitely character. I love this. I really like the individual rooms that they have, and this is usually why I like to. Oh, she's religious. Okay. But this is why I like to, you know, look at the rooms before I dive into their story, because, you know, I don't know how much I can glean, but it's at least interesting to be able to guess what kind of person they are.
Religion was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died.
Sure. I mean, can you imagine growing up, losing your little brother, losing your probably older brother? Let's see. 1969, so both of her younger brothers. And then your parents went through a divorce. Well, I guess, no, it's losing your youngest baby brother, your parents going through a divorce, and then when your dad remarried, you lose your other younger brother, and then you lose your father. I can see why turning to religion. Okay. So she missionary? Fly to India. She was volunteering. She was a teacher. This is my first time. I've never played this before. But I've heard about really great things of this game. College application deadline. So it may have been like a very, like, senior year, perhaps? Wedding presents. Okay. She was organizing probably for her dad's second wedding. Don't forget, visa application, background check, interview. Right. I guess for anyone who passed after they left a house, or passed after Edie, probably didn't get like a little shrine because that was Edie's thing. What is this? Do I want to do that first? Oh, that's probably a way for me to get down. Okay. Let's look at this. What is
She spent a
this?
summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
Okay. Dawn Finch. Right. Wait, no. There was that window thing that I wanted to look at too. Sorry, Edith. I hate to make her climb again, but alas. You can pole dance? It's probably pretty challenging for her to do that. 22 weeks pregnant. What
My
do I
mom
open
moved to
this?
India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English.
Oh, okay.
Lewis was born a year later.
Oh no. Oh, right. Right. Milton was missing. The fish story is next. Okay, I'm very excited. So Milton is missing. I can't go downstairs. And I know, at least from the sound of it, Dawn didn't quite accept the fact that Milton is most likely
When my dad
deceased.
died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go.
Your dad died too? You really felt that one, and your opinion was the most beautiful and unique one. I'm very excited. Oh, Dawn.
I'm
I
sure
like
Edie
this
was happy
lady.
to have her back.
She came back home. I like this lady. Anyone with like a rooftop garden? Brilliant. Okay, so Lewis, Milton, and Edith. So that was like their childhood project. Each of the kids have their own little...
And to see kids in the house again.
little growth thing. Well, it's pretty funny though, because you can definitely tell the personalities, right? Lewis is like, and label everything, it looks nice. Milton is just stacking the castle of the pots. And then Edith. Very cool. I really want to know Milton's story because we kept seeing his doodles everywhere, and it's so sweet, if you will. And he definitely took his time to like explore the house, which I really like so far. Okay.
The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that.
Yes, they keep building and building and building. Howl's Moving Castle style. Alright, let's go.
And for a while, things were good. Almost normal.
Oh, were they homeschooled? This looks like a classroom, so they were probably homeschooled, which makes sense because Dawn was a teacher. Multiplication tables. These are good critical thinking concepts right here. Oh, stickers. Fact or fiction. Okay. Nothing to read there. Hi, Kai. Hello. How are you? Let me close the door. Can I close the door? Ugh. Okay. Never mind. Ooh, fancy. They even have like a projector set up. And what is this? Traveling tasks?
But it didn't last.
Oh, no. Odin Finch. So that's their great-grandfather. I'm alright. How about me? Pretty good. Pretty good. This is What Remains of Edith Finch. This is the game that I told you that you will need ice cream for when you do decide to play it. So I guess, spoiler alert, everything here is spoiler alert. But it's a very beautiful game. And it has one of the most creative storytelling techniques I've ever seen. To teach and to learn. So it's a family of authors because Odin wrote a lot of books, right, about his travels, and then Dawn wrote as well. Earlier in the day, you were thinking too much. You wonder if I will stream. I will try to stream every Saturday and Sunday. I am still figuring out what works. Like today is more an early afternoon kind of thing, which might be how we do going forward. Oh, she has a meditation bowl with Holy Bible and incense. Interesting. Okay. Relief efforts end in disaster. Hundreds of relief volunteers are injured or dead after the effects of a second earthquakes. I wonder if this is how Sanjay passed away. I can't read past that. Is it just my eyesight? Yeah, no chance. Okay. Scientific method. Observation, question, research, hypothesis, experiment, data, conclusion. Very good. Yeah, I think the plan right now, the scientific method to Lena and Morel. No comment. No comment. You'll figure that out for yourself.
The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
Oh yeah, Kai, I did want to tell you, there's probably a 50-50 chance that I will start Witcher 3 today. Emphasis on the other half of the 50% chance. I really don't know what I'm doing yet. But I was thinking, because I had a late start today, and I'm going to finish Edith Finch, and then I'll have like a later stream that either later this afternoon or early this evening, either Witcher 3 or something else that we can finish before next weekend. So that way I can definitely play Witcher 3 by next weekend. But I don't know. Tangerine can probably attest to this, but I really have mechanic troubles. What time would that be, like, when this afternoon? So, what time is it now? It's 2 o'clock. If I finish this game within the next hour, most likely 5, so 3 hours from now will be probably my next stream, and I don't know. I haven't decided what I'm playing yet, so 50-50 chance. Probably a ridiculously late. Tangerine, what are you supposed to support? What do you mean? Support what? Oh god, Kai. It's okay, there's always the VODs if you want to watch that. Oh, or, you know, tomorrow morning, I'll be, I think, on Sundays, I'm gonna start doing like this afternoon Saturday and Sunday mornings. So maybe tomorrow's schedule will be a little bit more friendly to you. But not sure yet. It might not be Witcher 3. Just let me, you know, pad my claims a little bit. It might not be Witcher 3. Milton. Oh gosh. I like this guy a lot. The local time for me right now is 2 p.m. So the next stream is most likely 3 hours from now if I can finish this game in the next hour. But I'm in Eastern time. Eastern Standard Time in the States. So, but the reason why I say I really like Milton is because he seems very eclectic, like, and just very spontaneous.
That's okay, Tangerine. I'll be, like I said, tomorrow morning, most likely gonna be an AM stream for me. So, you know, I appreciate that you guys are trying to be here for me. Like, it means the world. It really does. That, you know, you guys actually want to watch me play things. Okay. The tower. Is this where I want to go next? Or do I want to climb up? No, I think this is where I want to be. Okay, Milton. Let's pop this open. Right. Wait a second. Is this like crime scene thing, or is it just Milton being as
I
free-spirited
think Edie
as
was
he
happy to
is?
finally have another painter in the family.
Oh my goodness. I'll be honest though, I guess I'm moving away from Edith Finch for a little bit, but this evening stream is probably going to be as scuffed as it can be because I'm really not prepared and I don't even know what I'm playing yet. So I don't think you guys will be missing much. To be honest, it's going to be a lot of like, how do I move? How do I play this? Whatever game it might be. So he is very interesting. Okay. It's white and black and white. Oh my god, look at that. Oh, this makes me want to play Town Scraper, whatever it's called. I got it recently, but it reminds me of that game. Ooh. This is so cool. I feel like he's more of an architect. I mean, yes, there's painter, but there's such not obsession, but like indulged interest in buildings and landscaping. And the fact that he lives in his own little tower is beautiful. Okay. Is that a self-portrait? Out of curiosity, if you're gonna be streaming 3 hours from now anyway, why not continue to stream for longer? I need to eat. That's the story. I had a late breakfast, but I need to have lunch and you know, unless you guys want me to talk with my mouth full, which I don't think anyone wants. Oh my gosh. This is what an artist's den. This is a dream. I'm not a painter, but I used to be very into pottery and ceramics, and having like not a dome, but having a sunroom in the future where I can do that is sort of very much on the bucket list. And this is a dream. Like, think about the inspirations and the night sky and oh my god. Okay. And I like this, you know, little thing that he has created for himself. Oh, Milton.
What do I do? I am a... I work boring corporate jobs. I'm mostly involved in benefits. Which is, I think, conceptually is something I'm very passionate about as a social topic. And I think I chose the field and went into it because of my interest on a social front. But corporate America, I'm not strictly HR. I mean, yes, it is under the umbrella of human resources. Milton, 1992. Aww. And then he disappeared when? 2003. Oh, wow. So he was... Can I do math? He was 11? Wait a second. Those are very mature drawings for an 11-year-old. Well, actually, Kai, you might know my role. I'm an actuary, so I am very math focused, and I'm just focused on benefits. That's my sort of niche as an actuary. But, like, I'm very impressed by Milton. Like, he seems to have a very complex imagination that is deeply rooted in reality for an 11-year-old. And, like, the way that he paints is so mature, too. Okay. Yeah, the magic paintbrush.
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
Oh my god, okay. It's a flip book. I'm so excited. Whoa. Wait, hold on. We've got to start from the very beginning again. Achoo! Whoa. That's the painting downstairs. Oh, okay.
I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
On his own volition? Maybe he ran away. Okay, now here's the question. Can I go downstairs? How do I go downstairs? Oh, there we go.
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors.
Okay, I can understand where. I want to believe he went to a better place. Yeah, I feel the same way. I hope that he, one, left on his own volition. Because this is the door almost that he was depicting in his flip book, right? And that's also why Dawn has such a hostel, if you would, to the doors, right? Like, it's so symbolic to Milton's disappearance. And she has,
Whatever
this
Milton
lady
had found in
lost
the
so
house,
much.
Mom didn't want it getting out.
Whoa, what? Wait a second. What did Milton found in the house? Okay, no. Edith, coming back. Let's go back out. I didn't mean for you to go back in. It sounds mega sad as Harry Dubois. Yeah. I think the whole the whole thing is not all sad, right? And I think it's, for me at least, it's the fact that there are positive notes that makes the tragic parts so much harder to swallow. But yeah, I mean, I guess as the whole plot goes, we haven't had a good ending for anyone yet.
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Lewis blamed himself.
Wait, what? Okay. Was it related to Milton's disappearance? When did Lewis die? 2010, 2003. So it's like 7 years after Milton disappeared. I am excited. I really, really am. I think we're getting close to the end of the game because we only have, what, Edie, Lewis, and Dawn left. And potentially we'll get to know Edith's story, even though I feel like we've known a lot about her, just pieces.
After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
Right, this is the cannery boy. The mountains of canned salmon down in the kitchen. I'm excited. Maybe we'll finally get that tub of ice cream to use. Do I go? Which way do I go? Ah, we climb this, so we go here first. Oh. Okay. Okay. Is that mirroring that? Eating some peanuts to cope with what's coming up. Yeah. Oh my gosh. This is very symbolic though. Like, think about all the symbolism that they have. So there's a boat. The whole family came over on a boat. Which, number one, is, to me, is insane that it managed to get a boat up here. But the fact that it is pointing at the ruins, which is the old house of the Finch house, that got swallowed by the sea. And the light here mirrors the light there as well. So cool. This open. Okay. Ooh.
Lewis's
I have
room
theories
smelled
already.
Very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
So he must, yeah, he smoked for sure. Marijuana. Oh no, Edie. Let's go back down there. You know, I don't like categorizing people, but like the color schemes and then this music that he has, he seems like a, you know, very hippie. And then connecting with his old roots of being half Indian.
He was so proud of being Indian.
Mm-hmm.
I think for him, it was a way to be something other than just a Finch.
Something other than just a Finch. I mean, I guess to an extent, the family has a reputation of, oh wow, it was in progress. Probably when he passed. Is that a hookah? Okay, speakers, graduation cap. He graduated in high school. Okay. These things are so good for your posture. It's actually really great. I've been thinking about getting one because one of my coworker has one for his office, and like he has the best posture ever. But instead I just got myself a standing desk. I was like, I'll stand. It's okay. Locker contents. Oh, from his cannery. I don't know which one is gonna start the story, so maybe we'll go read this cassette thing. Wonderland Turbo. Oh, it's
Lewis
like a
and I
game.
spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
That's okay. I feel you, Lewis. We should get you one of those. One of what? Hookah or the medicinal balls? These are great, actually. They're actually, they make they're what's called like active sitting, and you know, if you're like someone who fidgets a lot, it actually helps with that, because sitting on a sphere means that you can't just stay put, right? Like you have to constantly shift to make sure that you're in balance. These are DVDs. Okay, so he's definitely like up in that tech category for his time. Cool guy. I still don't know much about his like personality though. Dawn. Addressed to Dawn. Okay.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
He kept working at the cannery, but he withdrew part of himself.
Well, this is not
In
very
our sessions,
inspiring
I saw
work.
the same behavior. His mind began to
Wonder. Okay. Chop. Into what?
wander.
Uh-huh. Oh! Can you see how, like, what I meant by this is such interesting storytelling? Because it's like every character has their own set of controls. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Am I supposed to just like multitask? Okay. I feel like I'm very bad at this job already. Let's go.
I asked him to describe it.
His sort of imaginary realm.
He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about. Then something moved. Bats.
Oh gosh.
And toads.
Okay, if I stop chopping them, would they stop coming? Maybe it stops at 3?
And things that have not names.
So this is like a fossil of sort. I think it stops at 3. Okay, maybe we'll stop chopping. 'Cause I just wanted to see the story. Okay, so that's the sea, and that's the end, right? So it's not like we missed anything. Alright. Fossil. And things that have not names.
He knew it was all in his head.
Do I have to chop all of them? Ah, how cool. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna stop chopping. I'm gonna be a lazy worker.
But he took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself.
Okay. He has a very vivid imagination. What is this? Do I need to finish chopping them?
But he found something more. I worried about him then. Daydreaming at the cannery.
Could be very dangerous, right?
I spoke with his boss.
How'd it go? Ah, they keep coming. Okay, fine.
But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused.
Yeah, that's not always
Like a whole
good
new
thing.
Lewis. So I let him go on. I even encouraged him.
To continue in his imagination.
It seemed very promising at first.
Is there a dog? There's a dog. Puppers. Where's the
He told me
pupper?
he'd made a new friend.
Oh, wow.
On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia.
Ha! How cool is that?
He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians.
Oh my goodness. Also, the music in this game is spectacular. Oh my gosh.
And songs for them to play.
He's
Talked about
loved,
starting a band.
popular in his world. Tuba, very good.
And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger. He no longer spoke at the cannery.
Oh, he is very emotionally attached and just kind of very absorbed into his world. Why is there 3 fish now? We were at 2 for a while.
But his chopping was as reliable as ever.
Not my chopping.
Then one day it struck him. That all the cheering crowds, Even the stones under his feet
Are not real.
were all in his imagination.
Oh my god.
So he could do whatever he wished.
Goodness. Okay.
He held an election for mayor. And he won.
Of course he did. It's his world.
They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him.
Louistopia.
He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on.
Okay, honestly, how cool is this? Like, I just want to pause before we get into like the really emotional part. You see how this like imaginary landscape is growing, right? Whereas the reality is getting less and less of the screen space. It is so interesting. And now I really need to chop the fish because they're getting in the way. Okay. Let's go.
New Louisville.
Oh, New Louisville.
St. Louis. He started drifting away from our reality. Minneapolis.
Minneapolis.
Until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery.
Oh no.
Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Louis kept sailing on.
This is the trigger. This is how he gets into his world. Like this monotonous motion.
In Louisburg, he heard rumors of a
I'm gonna do that
beautiful
because it was tough to move to the other side. Okay. Oh, that's so pretty. Wow. Okay.
The prince was on his own quest for
Radiant rainbows. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Very good.
radiant rainbows.
Yay. Ah, no.
He followed the sound of his
Electric sitar, always.
electric sitar. His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon.
Okay, sound balance too. I don't know if it's clear because I know I've lowered the game sound a little bit relative to my voice, but the chopping is much lower in volume now than before. Like it sounds distant.
Even then, his logic remained sound.
That's the whole game.
He knew the world was all in his imagination.
Whoa. Okay, can I get my work flow done first? Let's get this out of here. Alright. was still popular here too. Yeah.
But he was so proud of having created it.
Ah.
In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king.
He's a hero in this world.
For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace.
Oh God.
My imagination is as real as my body, he told me.
I think I know how he went. And I'm not really ready for this.
It was hard to argue with him.
There's a little door. That's the cannery. Oh my gosh. Oh. Which one is his locker? Do we even get to see his locker? This is
He began to
probably
forget the
his-
world we know.
The Chinese that was referenced at the beginning of the game in the kitchen. Oh wow. Okay. You can see how he built his imagination of the palace on, right? Like how it mirrors the structure of the cannery.
I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker.
Yeah. God.
He began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
Is that a football jersey? Oh, he's not even moving any fish anymore. Stuck in emotion. Oh gosh, okay.
I still thought I could save him. Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder.
Wonder is capitalized.
The palace would be packed with his companions. Including the wise Calico who'd insisted on inviting him.
Is that us? Is that a psychiatrist?
His prince waited, holding his crown. There was only one thing left to do.
Oh no.
Bend down his head.
Oh no. Oh my god. guess I'm not going to walk into this. Maybe because you have to sit down that way, right? Like ideally you should be sitting down. Oh, I have to. Oh my god. No. Oh.
And the rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
I think I might need to tap into that ice cream. Oh my god. Okay. Lewis. There are 3 characters that gave me shivers big time so far. Calvin, Walter, Lewis, Gus a little bit. Milton mostly because I really like his personality, but less because of his story. I gotta say though, I think Walter still hits me the hardest. But Lewis's story, oh my god. That was the way for him to stay in that world. All right. Kai, I would be happy to share some of my ice cream with you. I hope you like Rocky Road, because that's the kind that I have. Oh boy.
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like with Dawn, can you imagine being Dawn? I know Kai, you don't have this story background, but Dawn is the mother of Edith, which is the character that we're playing. And she lost her son. Her other son disappeared. She lost both of her brothers, and then her father. Like, this family house is full of trauma and nightmares for this lady.
She
can't
waited
imagine.
until the day before we left to tell Edie.
Guess we keep climbing.
I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder.
I think Edie's gonna hurt. Has Edie passed? Edie passed in 2010. Same year as Lewis. Okay. Okay. So at the very, very beginning of the game, when we walked into the family home because we had to go in through the garage and into the kitchen, and then ended up, the third room that we encountered was the dining room. And the dining room had, what does the dining room have? The dining room has a wheelchair, which we knew at that point was Edie's, and it still had oxygen tank on it. And oh, I think I'm gonna lose it for Edie. And like throughout the game, at least at the very beginning, we were told that, you know, Dawn, Edie, and Edith was the lady that we're playing as, left the house one day. And I made a comment because it stood out to me that they left an old lady's wheelchair and the oxygen tank, which was very odd. But I wonder if I think we're gonna find out, but I suspect she passed on that fateful night. Oh no. Oh no, not Edie. Not Edie. Okay. What is this?
I wish we'd stayed.
Oh my god. This is Dawn's obsession with Milton. She cannot accept and believe that Milton had disappeared and most likely had passed. So all the missing posters was for her son. It was for Milton. I didn't realize that it's like stacks of these things. Packing foam we saw earlier. Oh, that sound. Let's do that again, actually. Crunchy. Packing peanuts.
But I understand why we left.
Oh, Edith, Mom. Who lived up here in the end? Was it Dawn? Was it me? Maybe Edith lived up here. Maybe this is me. Right? Because we haven't really encountered Edith's room yet. We saw Eddie's room. There's a little bit of festivities. You see the garland here. What's going on? What is this package? Where are we sending this to? Dawn Finch kitchen. Oh, they're packing for the move. Okay. But clearly they left in a hurry because... Yeah, okay. What else is here?
My mom ended up leaving everything behind.
Something traumatic must have happened that night. It's her book too, to teach and to learn. Oh God, you have called your servants to venture of which we cannot see the ending. By paths as yet untrodden, through pearls unknown. Give us faith to go out with good courage, not knowing where we go, but only that your hand is leading us and your love supporting us. Through Jesus Christ our Lord, amen. Okay. Sanjay. So that's how he passed. I'll lurk now because it's after 1 a.m. Still gotta try and sleep, but if sleep eludes me till your next stream, I'll be back. Please do. Have a good rest, Kai. Don't. You can turn this off. This is gonna be traumatic to listen to in your sleep, I think. Have a restful sleep. Sanjay. That's how Sanjay passed. Okay. Okay. Happy 90th birthday. That's Edie. I don't blame her for wanting to just leave everything behind. I really don't. Can you imagine, like, all these things happening? Your son, your last son, right? Like, you still have a daughter, of course, but...
What happened that night had been coming for a long time.
Edie. It must be Edie. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Maybe it should have come sooner.
Edith. I think this is Edith as in us, not Edie. Oh my goodness, what is this? Are these cranes or something? No. It's more of the... Oh, they are cranes. That's interesting. They're folded inside out with the white on the outside. Okay. Oh, wait a second. The stars for Calvin, the kite for Gus. The rabbit, the plushies might be not Barbara, Molly? This is like all the motifs.
But it had to end one way or another.
No, it doesn't. No, this is
All
our
that's
room.
left now is to tell you about that last night.
Hangers. That doll is here again. What's that? Oh my god. Birds. What is this? Okay. This is Edith's story. Oh, this was on Molly's bed too. This jellyfish thingy. Plush toy. I love how that journey up. No, Edith, no. I always accidentally make her walk the other side, but I love like all the motifs of all the stories leading up to this point. In that climb up and then in this little area. What are these? Oh, these are Lewis's, like his imagination and all of his little people in his imagination, in his kingdoms. The butterflies. This is kind of like the old house. The house. Grandma Edie. Gosh, okay. The rainbows. All right. Guess we have no trust the shark. Molly's shark. No choice but to move on. Edith, let's go. This is where the journal started.
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
Oh no. Where are we? This is upstairs. Okay. Right, this is upstairs in the main house.
the power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles.
That makes sense. All the memorials that we're seeing are filled with candles. This is the path to the basement.
When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance.
Oh, I've wanted to get into that door. That was the first thing that I wanted
Or that Edie had a key to it.
try. Okay, so we finally get to solve this mystery. Okay. Okay.
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories.
What is there? It was a little glittering.
I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight.
Oh no.
We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning. Okay?
Odin. Milton Lewis. The night you were born. Okay. History of the Finches by Edith Finch. How do I?
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out.
Okay.
It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life.
She is the last one of that generation
But
left.
I never thought I'd go back to it.
I mean, she doesn't.
When the fog rolled in, I lost my way.
She probably doesn't really remember anything because she was just a baby, but
I got turned around. I started seeing things.
oh. Okay.
Things I'd forgotten had ever existed. But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them. Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it. Let go.
No, 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 please.
I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car.
Oh.
I never saw Great Grandma Edie again. The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone.
Oh no.
After that, we moved around a lot. We both tried to make the best of it. A few years went by.
I would have taken that as she had basically, when the van came over to pick her up, she was already deceased. Which makes me wonder if she decided to take her own life. Because she was very clear that, you know, she was not leaving the house.
My mom didn't like to talk about it. But she started getting sick a lot.
Oh God, no.
The rest happened pretty quickly.
Dawn Finch, 2016.
She got better for a while, and then she didn't. And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things.
Is this...
But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is.
This is childbirth. This is Edith giving birth to us.
This journal was supposed to be for you. But now I hope you'll never see it.
Oh.
I just want to meet you. And tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way.
Did she pass during childbirth?
This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
Oh my goodness. What a beautiful game. Thanks for playing this game. I love living it again. I am so glad that I actually decided to play this.
I'm kind of like at a loss of words, to be honest. This is so... This is so, complicated, I think, emotionally. And I like the way that they included like all the tidbits in the credits too, and all of the staff as children as well. I hope you don't mind sitting through the credits. I usually, especially with a game as masterful as this, and actually having an interesting credits, this is very nice. That's Barbara's, no, Barbara? Molly's headband. Oh, Calvin. I feel like I'm glad that it still ended on a decently positive note, right? It's Edith coming to terms, I guess, not learning all of this family tragedies, accepting them for what they are, and still somehow maintaining a positive and balanced attitude of it all. Like the mental fortitude in that closing statement of just be not thankful, but yeah, I guess thankful is the word that she said, that any of us had a chance to be here at all. Positive but kind of sad too, the last Finch alone in this world, bearing all that heavy heritage. Yeah. The end from the Finch team. Oh my gosh. Okay, so now I can pick like a specific story to play if I so choose, but I think it depends on how you take it too, right? Would he want to learn it all or live in ignorance? I think it sounds like if Edith really did pass during childbirth, then, you know, the son that we play as, I've never met my biological mother. I can't, you know, I'm not someone with that kind of background, so it's hard for me to sympathize and say much, but I feel like if I was in that position, I would like to learn about my biological parents. But of course it comes with so much heavy stuff that most people don't expect it to be, right? But I think much like Edith, you know, getting pregnant, having her own family, Dawn meeting Sanjay, they all can have their own family, right? And break away from the tragic past. So, I don't know. That's probably very insensitive for me to say. But yeah, on that note, again, what a game. What a game. The storytelling in the whole game is so
creative. I think the mechanics and the how each one of them has a different control. I still remember the time when I was playing Calvin's story and I figured out that W and S moves the swing. That was crazy. That was so much fun. It's a great way to tell a story using the means of a video game. Yeah, absolutely. And the emotional punch that this whole game carries too. It's just... I'm still sad that we never got to meet more of Milton. I think just character-wise, like personality-wise, he was probably my favorite, along with Edie. But to your point, Tangerine, I'd like to think Milton is still alive in a better place, you know? But I guess thanks for staying with me through this. I'm gonna go gorge on ice cream now and chocolate. I hope he's in a better place, alive or not. I do too. I do too. Yeah, I didn't cry. I choked up, I think, but I didn't cry. I guess the search for the game that makes me cry is still continuing. But one day we'll get there. Do I have a heart of stone? I felt it, you know, I felt all of this, I felt the stories. I guess I don't express that kind of sadness through tears that easily. I don't know. But I was close. This game was close. We'll get there eventually, I think. But yeah, I'm always looking for game suggestions and stuff like that. You know, if you have any, happy to listen to them. I'm sure one day we'll encounter something super duper sad. I hear some of the things on my list is pretty sucker punch as well, so we'll see. But do I have a Discord? I do. Or you can just DM me on Twitch if you want. Whenever, it doesn't matter. And I do check my DMs. Yeah, no rush, you know? Whatever comes to mind, or as a rolling basis, I'm always happy to explore. Anything with a good storyline, I'm happy to play. Alright, so I think we'll wrap this particular stream up, and I need to get something to eat, but maybe please remind you here next time if you forget. Yeah, of course, I'll do. My queue of games consistently gets longer, but it's part of the fun. I'll never run out of things to play. I'm glad. I'm very happy. It means the world to me that you, you know, showed up and enjoyed your time. So, don't know what my next game is, but this afternoon I guess we'll figure out. Or if you can't be here tomorrow morning, I'll be around EST, of course, and can't wait for the next big adventure. All right, thank you everyone. Take care. Until next time.